Monaco 2, Barcelona 1. It's just so typical. It's so typical. The first month this season, we looked great. We look different literally every way. We hunt goals. Our football is attractive. I haven't been able to say that since the early Xavi days. But it feels like the actual deep lying problems of Barcelona are just never going to go away. This is the same thing that's been happening to us for years. We'll get excited. We'll think our team is going somewhere. And we might do those things in domestic competitions. In Spain, we've been dominating Madrid and Atletico for literally decades now. In Spain, we dominate. But when it comes to Europe, it's the same story over and over again. And I'm so tired of it. There's never a point where I'm like, okay, this is the turning point. And every time, it's not that we get beat by a better team. Maybe Bayern 2020 we got beat by a better team. I'll admit that. But every other time, we just beat ourselves. 2018, Roma. Did we get beat by a better team? Was Roma a better team when we smacked them 4-1 at home? No, they weren't a better team. We beat ourselves. 2019 Liverpool, we smacked them 3-0 at home. Could have been 4 if that waste of space didn't miss that chance at the last minute. Were they a better team? No. They weren't a better team when they beat us 4-0 without Salah, without Firmino. They weren't a better team. But they won 4-0, they went to the final, and they ended up winning Champions League. That should have been our Champions League. I mean, let me not even talk about last year. Up until the 30th minute of the second leg, we looked better than them throughout the whole time. There was probably those 5-6 minutes where they scored both their goals in the first leg. That's it. Araujo makes a stupid decision. We're down to 10 men. And yeah, we know the rest. And it was a similar story today. But let's look at the actual team that lined up today. To take it in goal, Koundé, Kouarsi, Inigo Martinez, Alejandro Balde backline. In midfield, this is really where I wanted to see what Hansi Flick did, because obviously we know we're missing Dani Olmo. I'll talk about that later, but that's a very, very, very big miss. And I wanted to see how he replaced him. Is he going to put Ansu, who's fresh off injury? I didn't think he was going to start him at left wing, and put Rafinha in midfield. Is he going to put Varane at left wing? Who's he going to bring in midfield? Eric Garcia. This is where our problem started. As soon as I saw that lineup, I was like, yeah, it might be cooked. All these managers keep telling me Eric Garcia can play CDM. He can play CDM. He can play. So why has he never played there? Last season, we missed Busquets so much. We needed a CDM so badly. That's probably what killed our season. The fact that Busquets left and we never replaced him. And you're telling me we had Eric Garcia on loan at Girona. What, was he the missing piece? If he can play CDM, if he's boss level CDM, which is one of the most important positions for the style of football we play, why was he on loan? Because Xavi knew this guy can't play CDM at the top level. So why is he here? Why is he playing? I'd much rather have Ansu at left wing or Ferran at left wing, who Ferran sometimes has shown me something. Eric Garcia in this position has never showed me anything. So why he started there, I have no idea. It was completely the wrong choice. And who knows, maybe if Ter Stegen doesn't make that pass, he has a great game, and I'm saying the complete opposite. He's the next Busquets. But he gets sent off early, and now we're down to 10 men. The rest of the lineup, Marc Casado, Rafinha, Pedri, Lamine, Lewandowski. Obviously, the next person I'm going to talk about is Ter Stegen. If you went on Twitter, Instagram, anything after this game, literally all you saw is this man's face. Because in pre-season, he was already getting a bit of backlash. Today, my goodness, he deserves the hate. Today, he deserves the hate. And it's not even just the goalkeeping. He got a 7-point match rating because he made saves. He made 6 saves. He played well as a goalkeeper, but he's a goalkeeper for Barcelona. And that means you have to be able to make decisions. Especially when Monaco were pressing that high. I was surprised. I thought Monaco was just going to sit back. And that was probably their game plan before the red card. But as soon as the red card happened, they knew, we can go win this game. Let's go take this game to Barca. So he started pressing the fuck out of us. We were outnumbered, obviously. And they forced Ter Stegen to make decisions. They forced Ter Stegen, okay, you now have to pick the right pass and actually make that pass. You have to execute that pass to perfection, otherwise we're on you. And if it's the goalkeeper making the mistake, that's most likely a goal. Monaco played it perfectly, and Ter Stegen fell right into their hands. 64% accurate passes when he's a goalkeeper. Mostly goalkeepers are passing to their centre-backs. 64%. That is a horrid. As a goalkeeper, it should be 80, 90. And his long balls, 38%. Every time he saw a pass that, okay, that's the correct pass, he fucked up. He didn't make the pass. Go watch that first leg against PSG, where Ter Stegen kept pinging it to Lewandowski, and we played off that. And so pretty much all of our chances, not all of them, but so many of our chances came from that in that game. Go watch that game, and then go watch this game. Completely different. I don't understand how a goalkeeper can be that good with their feet and just overnight become that bad for this one game. Because in those big games, teams are gonna press the fuck out of us, especially if they know Ter Stegen can't play with his feet anymore. They're gonna press the fuck out of us, and it's gonna work. He wasn't the only problem in the backline, though. Don't worry. Koundé and Balde, yeah. Anytime Ben Seguir and Akliuche went 1-on-1, they got beat. I don't think they stopped him one-on-one once. I've always said Bradley is like a João Cancelo. He's iffy defensively, but if he can stay at an average, if he can be average defensively, he's so good going forward, it makes up for it. I wouldn't even care. But Koundé relies on being a defensive centre-back. That's his role. He's pretty average going forward. Like, he can make out a couple good passes, and that's it. He's not fast. He doesn't have the best delivery. His role is to be a defensive right back. He's supposed to be a winger's worst nightmare. And he was. Nico Williams in the game against Bilbao locked them out completely. That's what I expect from him. That's what we need from him if we want to go far in the Champions League. So how do you let Ben Seguir, who has one goal this season, one goal, cook you like that every single time they went 1-on-1? I know he doesn't have a CDM. I know to back him up, and that's usually what happens. Usually, you're 1-on-1 with the winger. The CDM will come and help you. Well, he shouldn't need help. He should not need help. That should have been one of the things that helped us the most. We won't get beat 1-on-1. So as long as we stay firm and when we have the ball, we make the right decisions, we'll be fine. We can win this game even with 10 men. But that's not going to happen if every time you go 1-on-1, you get beat. Anytime their wingers get the ball, they create something. That's not going to happen. And Balde, literally the same, maybe even worse. Because anytime Aklucio went 1-on-1, he cooked them as well. And that's where the first goal came from. Because they recognized that early and they just attacked the wings. It was so bad. Pedri, again, another horrible game. He tried that diagonal pass to Koundé literally like 4 or 5 times before he actually got it right. Every other time, he just gave it away. He just gave the ball away. Either that or he was dribbling himself into trouble. It was so frustrating. Petri's usually one of the best decision-making midfielders the Europe has. Who did have an amazing game was Lamine. I don't know what to say anymore about this guy. For the last year, I make a TikTok after every game, pretty much. And it feels like after every game, I'm always saying, this play was shit, this play was shit, this play was shit, this play was alright. And then Lamine was just amazing. It's literally every game. The way people compare Messi to Lamine or Lamine to Messi is wrong. Like, you can't expect Lamine to live up to Messi. No one's ever going to live up to Messi. He's the best of all time. But the reason I compare Lamine to Messi is because the way he shows up. So many times, not even this season, last season as well, when he was 16, when we're creating nothing. There's nothing going for the team. He gets the ball and does something. And he gets the ball, goes by his player, cuts it back. Now we've had a half a chance. Now the team starts to believe again. We've done nothing. He gets the ball, pings a perfect pass. Now that's a chance. Now we're believing again. Anytime we're doing shit, this guy says, no, fuck this. Fuck this. We're winning this game. And that's what I'm saying. When I compare him to Messi, this is what he reminds me of. So many times when we be doing shit against Levante, Alaves, these teams that we should be smacking 4-5-0, he would come out of nowhere and just bang a free kick. Or I remember a specific game against that where we were playing like shit. And he just bang one in from literally 40 yards. This is the type of shit Lamine's starting to do. I'm so tired of people just talking about his age. Yeah, we get it. He's 17. But when he does shit like this, he's the best 17-year-old, 16, 17-year-old. He'll be the best 18-year-old. He'll be the best 19-year-old we've ever seen. People talk about Rooney. People talk about Jack Wilshere, Fabregas. These players had good cameos at 16 and showed they're ready for the top level at 16. Lamine showed he was ready for the top level at 15. When he debuted against Betis. He showed that day he was ready. He's ready for the top level. At 16, he showed he can win you games. At 16 and a half, he was already showing you he can be the best player on the top team. And at 17, he's showing you he can be the best winger in the world. And he is in space. And I think there was a second positive, actually, and it was this. Lamine was the first, Ansu was the second. Because I can't stress how important this season is for Ansu. He's what, 20, 21? He's 21. He still has time. This season is make or break for Ansu, but let's look at what's actually holding him back. Because the talent's not going to go away. The talent is always going to be there. It's his mentality, his confidence. After all those injuries, it's gone completely. And I understand that. And physically. Obviously, if the injuries are there, if he's not on the pitch, he can't come back. But the good thing is that's Hansi Flick's specialities. He makes physical machines and mental monsters. And if he can help Ansu, and he seems to believe in Ansu, when he's had a good run of healthy games, he's shown he's of that, I'm not going to say world class, but he's at a very, very top level. And in fact, some near future, we can see Lamine on the right wing, Ansu on the left wing, at both their top level. I don't know who the fuck stops that. I don't know who stops that. Dani Olmo through the middle, Gavi and Pedri sitting behind him, Lewandowski still up top. Who stops that? And one last thing I'll say, I still believe. I believe in this I believe in this team. And you know why? Because of my experience as a football fan. Because of this. Because what happened in the World Cup 2 years ago? Argentina lost their first game. Not only this time, what happened in the World Cup in 2010? This. Spain lost their first game as well. My beloved country has proven to me before, you can lose your first game. I still believe this team will win the Champions League because what I saw that first month and what I saw this weekend, I'm not going to change my mind on all of that because of one game. I know I've said a lot criticizing the club, criticizing Hansi Flick's decision to play Eric Garcia, criticizing the whole lineup. Literally the whole starting 11 apart from Lamine, I've criticized everyone. But this team is still very talented. This team has proven too much to me in the last month for me to believe, oh, now our season is fucked. And look at our injury list. Look at... Mad Benal is not coming back, but Gavi's coming back next month. Frankie de Jong's already back in training. Araujo's coming back around next month as well. Oh, it says December. Christensen as well is back in November. People forget how important he was for us last year. He's not a big name, but he's a very, very important player. Like Inigo Martinez. Inigo Martinez has come out very, very big for us, especially this month. He's a big reason as to why we started so well. And then obviously Fermin and Dani Olmo play the same position. Fermin was supposed to be the perfect backup for him. I think if Fermin didn't get injured yesterday, he would have been playing today. He would have started today. And I think we won that game comfortably, 2-3-0. Well, we probably still concede a goal, 2-3-1. We win that game comfortably. Dani Olmo, if he was playing, we win 5-0. We looked like shit against Rayo Vallecano before he came on. He's been so important for us. If he can come back, what does it say? Middle of October. They said 4 or 5 weeks. If he's not there for the Bayern game, we're in trouble. If he's there for the Madrid game, which I think he will be, I think we'll be fine. But like I said, I still believe we will see this with the fucking red and blue ribbons around it and the La Liga trophies and not these fucking German bullshit. I can't wait. I still believe in this team. It's one game. Peace, Barça. Come on.